Welcome to SlowTalk English, the podcast that helps you learn English through calm, clear, and meaningful listening. I'm Daniel, and every week I'll guide you through powerful stories, ideas, and reflections, all in slow, natural English. No grammar lessons, no stress, just real language, real topics, and real progress. So take a deep breath, slow down, and let's begin. Today is July 4th, and in the United States, that means one thing: Independence Day. On this day in 1776, something happened that changed the world. A group of men in Philadelphia signed a document. That document was called the Declaration of Independence. It said that the 13 American colonies no longer belonged to the British Empire. Instead, they would become a free and independent nation, the United States of America. But this story is not just about a piece of paper. It's about a revolution, a fight for freedom, a decision to create a new kind of country. Let's go back in time. In the 1700s, the American colonies were controlled by Great Britain. The British King, George III, made laws and collected taxes from the colonists, even though the colonists had no representatives in the British Parliament. Many people in the colonies felt this was unfair. They believed they should have the right to govern themselves. Tensions grew. There were protests. There were boycotts. In 1773, a group of colonists threw an entire shipment of British tea into the harbor in Boston. This event became known as the Boston Tea Party, and it made the conflict even more serious. Soon, small battles began between British soldiers and colonial militias. In April 1775, the first shots of the American Revolutionary War were fired in Lexington and Concord. The war had begun, but not everyone in the colonies wanted independence. Some people wanted to stay loyal to the British Crown. Others were afraid of what might happen if they broke away. There were strong debates, both in public and in private. Then, in June 1776, a group of representatives from the colonies met in Philadelphia. They formed the Second Continental Congress. One of the members, Thomas Jefferson, was asked to write a declaration. It would explain why the colonies were choosing to become independent. On July 4th, 1776, the Declaration of Independence was adopted. It began with these famous words: "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." The document listed the colonies' reasons for breaking away from Britain, including unfair taxes, lack of representation, and the king's abuse of power. The signing of the declaration did not end the war. In fact, the war continued for several more years. It was hard, violent, and uncertain. But in 1781, the American and French forces defeated the British at the Battle of Yorktown, and in 1783, the Treaty of Paris officially ended the war. The United States was recognized as a free nation. Since then, July 4th has been celebrated as Independence Day. In the U.S., it's a national holiday. People watch fireworks, attend parades, have barbecues, and spend time with family. It's a time to remember history and also to reflect on the meaning of freedom and democracy. But Independence Day is not only about the past, it's also about the present. It reminds people of the importance of self-governance, of equal rights, and of the power of unity. The U.S. has faced many challenges since 1776, civil wars, social movements, and political divisions. But the idea that people can come together to create a better future remains powerful. So today, While some people are celebrating with music and fireworks, others may be thinking deeply about the meaning of liberty. That's the beauty of July 4th. It's not just a date, it's a symbol, a story that continues to evolve. Thanks for listening. That was today's episode of SlowTalk English. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And remember, keep listening, keep growing.